Hello YouTube, hope you're doing super amazing and I'm thrilled to finally share this video after such a long time. So in this video, we'll be going through a public website hosted by Gramener, which is a leading data science and AI company. They have shared an amazing repository to let you choose the best visuals to present your data, delivering the most insights considering your use case and requirements. They have number of categories to decide which data relationships suits most important in your story and later look at the number of charts under those categories which will help you to get initial ideas and some meaningful data visualizations. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So here is the Gramner GitHub page, and the website is inspired by Financial Times Visual Vocabulary and Andy Kriebel's edition. So when you click on this interactive link, you will be redirected to the website which I was talking about. I'll be sharing this link in my video description so you can just open and explore the website. So here are 9 such categories right from your requirements to visualize deviation, correlation, ranking, to visualizing your spatial data or flow. So let's say you want to visualize your deviation in your data. You want to display differences between data points. So this deviation category over here can pave your path to choose the best visual for your requirements. So when you basically click on this deviation, you can see number of suggested charts which could display your deviation or differences in your data points. So considering this diverging bar, which is a standard bar chart over here, which can handle both positive and negative magnitude values as well. So here you can see this label category is having around profit ratio of 44, while this furnishing category has profit ratio of minus 26. So you can visualize your differences in diverging bar, or you can choose from diverging stack bar chart. The only difference is in stack bar chart, it will just divide the bar chart into separate categories. It will be in stack form. Thirdly, you can choose from spline charts or surplus deficit fitted filled line or surplus deficit filled area chart. So this is not like you should use these charts, but it actually gives you a first idea about how you can visualize your differences in data points. Similarly, let's say you have an use case where you want to visualize the correlation between 2 or 3 data points or 2 or more variables in your data. You can just simply click on correlation tab. This will suggest you number of visuals which will help you cater your requirement to visualize correlation between 2 or more data points in your data set. So let's say if we consider column plus line timeline. Now here, if you want to just simply visualize a correlation between sales and order date, you can simply use a bar chart. You can see till October 15, the bar chart is increasing, which is basically sales are increasing till let's say December, and then the sales are decreasing in April. Now, along with sales, if you want to also visualize what is my profit along with my order date, you can use this particular visual. So this will simultaneously compare your sales and profit along with your order date. You can see your profit is also increasing along with your sales, and then both of them decrease during April. Along with column plus line timeline, you can also go with scatter plot, also bubble chart. So the difference between scatter plot and bubble chart is in bubble chart you can also add an additional detail by sizing the circles along with the third variable. Now here it is comparing the percent of people with BA degree and the percent of obese people. There are just two measures which are getting compared. Now here they are comparing sales along with profit, and the size of these bubbles are basically average discount. So a smaller size of the bubble is getting accounted to an average discount which is lesser, and the bigger circles basically represents the higher average discount. So here basically you're comparing three such measures in a single visual. Likewise, you can also go with the heat map. It's a great way of showing patterns between two categories of data. Here they are comparing savings amount and the age range, and the color over here basically represents the response rate. So lighter shade basically represents lesser response rate, while the darker shade basically represents more response rate. So it depends on your use case, which visual you can use. So let's say if you want to have a holistic view about your data, you can always go with the heat map so that you can just focus on the data points which are in darker or very lighter shade. or let's say you want to have a granular view between the three data points, you can go with the column plus line timeline. So you can just get an idea about how you can visualize your data for correlation and create your views. Similarly, you can go with the ranking. Let's say you want to visualize ranking. You can visualize this with the help of ordered bar or ordered column chart. So these are like basic default visuals which are by default created in Tableau or Power BI when you bring on your categories and your measures. Likewise, you can go with some other visuals like slope or lollipop or bump charts, but these are not by default available in softwares like Tableau or Power BI, but obviously you can Google them how to create. You can also use some Python libraries like Matplotlib, Seaborn, or there are a number of libraries available in Python or R. Now let's say you want to visualize the distribution in your data. So you can click on this distribution and it will give you an idea about some visuals where you can you can visualize distribution in your data. Now the best way to visualize distribution is using a histogram. This is available in Tableau and Power BI by default, and this is the best way to visualize distribution in your data set. Now, you can also use box plot if you want to create some statistical relevant visuals. In this box plot, you can see these are the upper quartile, lower quartile, and these are the upper and lower and upper whiskers. And the data points above or outside these upper and lower whiskers are the outliers. You can also visualize outliers over here. So you can see there are a lot of ideas of visuals you can take up and create your visuals to cater to your requirements for distribution, ranking, correlation, deviation. Now next on to change over time, basically visualizing your time series data. So a standard way of representing your change over time is a line chart, a simple line chart. You can drag your measures in your y-axis and then your dates or months or year or days in your x-axis. So you can see this basically represents the sales over the years. You can replace it with months or days. Now here this is a column chart or column plus line timeline as we saw in our correlation view as well. Now also you can see the candlestick visual which is usually used in stock market. So you can see how amazing the website is. It gives you an ideas you can take up to create your beautiful visualizations catering to a different requirements. Now let's say if you want to visualize the magnitude, that is you want to see the size comparisons within your data set, you can use the column bar charts or paired column or paired bar charts, which is like a horizontal and vertical orientation of the same thing. Now you can use the lollipop chart as we seen in our distribution charts. Now let's say if you want to compare the part of a whole thing, you can click on this part to whole and you can see how a single entity can be broke down into its component elements. So you can use the pie chart or donut charts. You can also refer my YouTube channel or the tablet tutorials how you can create the donut chart. I have a detailed video for it. Second last category is the spatial category, in which the precise location or geographical pattern in data are more important to a reader or our users. You can use by default basic chloroplast, which is by default available in Tableau or Power BI. This is used to compare the cities or countries with each other. You can also integrate the magnitude data over here as we saw in our magnitude section. Also, you can use the contour map or heat map as well. And the last category we have is the flow category. In this, you want to, let's say, show a flow of your data from one category to another, or in simple language, if you want to show the intensity of movement between the two or more categories or conditions, you can use this flow category. Like simple example, in this waterfall, you can easily visualize that my revenue was around $400 or rupees, and I reduced my revenue by minus $400 due to other sections. My revenue was reduced by minus $2,000 due to sale expense. My R&D costed me minus $600 and my profit is $1,000. So you can see out of 4,000 revenue, my profit is around $1,000. So that's all for today. Hope this video serves helpful and help you choose the best visualization to bring out the most insights according to your requirements. If you got some value from this video, please do hit like and subscribe my channel for more such amazing videos. So signing off for today, stay safe, take care, and thank you so much for watching.